Alright, well, I painted some. I had some trouble with my airbrush, but I think the light is a kind of, I don't know if you call it overexposing it, but making it, at least in my vision here, a bit far more green than it actually appears to be. You can see the contrast there of the old gray primer that's on the backdrop there, but I got everything green. I might go back over with one more coat, but I had some trouble with the airbrush initially. It wasn't spraying. I ended up spilling a bunch of paint out right there. I ended up mixing the paint in these cups, which worked out pretty well. These cups are pretty good. I bought them for a couple bucks, and they were pretty good for to test paint on, set things up on them. So those worked out well. But everything went all right. But like I said, I had some trouble with the airbrush at first. So I got to do some cleanup right now. But I basically had to take the needle out, and it wasn't spraying. And then I didn't have this piece in the back tight, so nothing was coming out. But I got the first coat of green on there, and I'm gonna let this dry, maybe do one more coat, and then next is the gray that goes on the top. But that's about it for now. I'll probably tag some more footage on to the end of this video. And there we have it, sitting, drying. It's definitely green, but the color I mixed using TrekWorks' formula. But I'm not sure that I got the color quite right, because his was a lot lighter and mine's a lot darker green. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be the far from perfect D7. That's what I decided what I'm going to call it. But the green is on there, and then I'm going to deal with any kind of issues I have from there. But it's definitely green. There's a few areas that I think I'm going to see how it looks once it dries, but there's a few areas that I think I'm going to have to touch up, and I might wet sand it or something and maybe clear it after the fact, and who knows. Well, we're going to see. We're going to go from where we got now. Well, my other thing is there's the other piece. Came out pretty good. You can get a good idea what the green looks like there. If you look on TrekWorks' channel, his D7, it's far lighter, and I'm a little disappointed it didn't come out like that, but overall it's not that bad, and hey, it is what it is. So that's what it's going to be. The other thing I'm working on is I got my airbrush here. Now, this is an airbrush I bought from Amazon. It came as a whole kit. It's a decent little airbrush, but it's not exactly a Badger or, some of these others. But I think the design is pretty much the same. And if you can help me, I'm having a little bit of trouble. I pretty much did a classic rookie mistake. If you can see right there, where is it? I took this piece out, and like I said, if you can help me, I'm not exactly sure how this piece goes back inside here. It goes in there, and I just can't seem to figure out how. I have to explore some internet stuff, but like I said, if you get a suggestion for me, I'll definitely take it, because right at the moment my airbrush is not working, unfortunately. But it works decent. I've heard some of the cheaper lower end airbrushes don't do a bad job. If you really want to get some fine line painting, you need some of the higher end airbrushes. You need a Badger, you need what is it, Iwatt or whatever they are, airbrushes. Basically, it was a whole kit. It came with the compressor, it came with an airbrush, it came with a cleaning station, it came with air hoses. It was all like $100. And it looks, from what I can see, and I've seen in other airbrush videos, that piece is pretty similar to other airbrushes. So I think I've seen this before. I think someone out there might be able to give me a helping tip. It goes right in there, but I'm not exactly sure how. If you can show me or tell me, I would be greatly appreciated, or guide me to a video. That would help a bunch, because right now I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to let this paint dry anyway, but I got the pieces there. Basically, I painted this all green because I'm going to mask off and paint the top gray, and some areas are going to be gray, and I figured the green was best to put on first. Like I said, on this piece here, it came out far darker than I wanted. I don't want to handle it too much because it's still a little wet, and I had some trouble almost fell over. I had some trouble areas in just a few spots that I'm going to address. You can't really see them there, but it's right about there. I had a run there. You can probably see that there. But overall, it's definitely green. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to make it happen. This has really turned out to be kind of a tough project for me. The D7 is a tough little build, mostly because the paint is a little difficult because of the mixing, and then I'm using the airbrush. I don't have a lot of experience with my airbrush, so that's what these little kits are about. They're about me getting practice for some bigger kits that I got, and when you build, as far as I've seen and found, is you learn as you go, and the more you do it, the more you learn, and it's a fun process. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but when you're all done and you got something built and you put it out on a stand and you're looking at it and you say, you know what, I built that, and somebody admires it. They say, wow, what is that? I say, well, I put it together, and you tell them about it, and they enjoy it, you enjoy it, and it's I don't know what you call it. It's pleasurable, I guess. You enjoy it, that you got something that you put together. So I enjoy it. But like I said, if you can help me with my airbrush woes right now, I'd greatly appreciate it. I have this piece right here that I need to get back into my airbrush. Please help me. I need my airbrush back.